Brandon Lewis is live in Albany tonight. And Brandon, the nightmare of learning your car is already starting to go, is starting for some now.
Yeah, it has, Greg. About 8 o'clock, we saw the first car get towed right about from where we're standing here on Dove Street, and it was quickly followed by a snowplow with the goal of making the streets of Albany look somewhat like this, where they're pretty well decently plowed. Now, tonight, as we were driving around, we saw many drivers were on the correct side of the street, but there were a few that were accompanied by some drivers who were doing a last-minute dig. With less than 10 minutes to go, Bri Morrison is working to avoid getting ticketed and towed under Albany's snow emergency.
I was out and about, and then I just kind of remembered. I was hoping that I parked on the correct side of the street, but I didn't. So I walked down here and I saw that it was all there, and I was like, all right, I guess it's time to shovel everything out now.
Her car was stuck pretty well, and despite digging out in below zero temperatures, she says that's not the worst of it.
The problem is going to be able to park into a new spot, because since this is the first night of snow emergency, you're kind of screwed because it's snowy everywhere.
A few blocks away, McCune managed to dig out, but couldn't get out. What have you tried? What have you done so far to try to get out?
Oh, everything. I've dug around the tires. We just put a mat in front of the front tire, trying pushing it, trying rocking it out. All the typical moves.
After several tries and 45 minutes, he finally got free as a line of tow trucks started prowling the streets. The city requires residents to move to the even side until 8 p.m. Saturday, then switch to the odd for the next 24 hours. Some say that equals 48 hours of torture.
I'm sure they do it for a reason, but it's difficult to find parking when both sides of the streets are usually filled up anyways. Cut that parking in half. It's hard to find a space.
What's your plan to find somewhere to park?
I'm just going to drive till I find somewhere. Usually there's spots down on Washington Avenue, but hopefully we'll see. Last time I drove around for 25 minutes.
And even now we're continuing to see many of the tow trucks continuing to patrol the streets, one of them going by right here. Now, if you are having some trouble finding a place to park, we do recommend you go to our website, cbs6albany.com. We have a link to the places the city is making available for people to find parking and what to do if your car ends up on one of these flatbed trucks getting towed away. Reporting live in Albany, Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News.